Hello, I'm in the water because I am now a fish, and this is Call of the Sea, episode 8. I think we're in chapter 5 of some amount. Who knows where we are? Currently, because of the current, look at this. We can't get out of the sea. We have the ability to change the current of... How many of these things are there? 1, 2, 3... there's more than that, I think. 4... possibly more of these current ring things. We can make them go through this way, or we can go through that way. My question is, why? Like, what is our goal here? Now, normally our goal in an area is there's like a doorway we have to pass through, and eventually we'll open it. I can't see a doorway. We've looked at all the visions. I think we found all the objects. So what looks like a doorway? Anything? Oh, is this it? Do we want to be in here? Can I just bash my way through here? Whee! Is this where we want to be? Does she have anything to say about it? No. Right, let's back up. This could be where we want to go. The other place is... I realised I've just leapt straight into the game. I haven't really set us up. No, I did set us up. I talked about what we were doing. We're a fish person. We've got these gate things. Gatey rings of currents. Current gates. Current rings. So you can only pass through them in one direction. So maybe that's a door. But there's also the cave up here. Is this a door? No. Are you a door? No. No. So there's also a cave up here. So... yeah. Really far up here. Where are you? Yes. We can go through here, but we can't go very far. Let's just go into it. We can't go very far because we end up in a sort of shallow bit that we can't get out of because we're a fish now. So in theory, I'd love to just exit here. But I think when you're in fish mode, you have to stay in the water. Just like when you're in person mode, you have to stay on land. And never the twain shall meet. And the only way you can switch between the two is with one of those little purple gate things. So, how do we want to do this? And what is this thing? Wait, what is this thing? We haven't interacted with this, right? I don't think we have. Okay, there's a button. Wait, what happened? I don't think I saw what happened. Okay, go on. Show it to me again. Ah, this door has opened. And it opens for as long as this... and then it closes. Okay. Okay, I think I understand. So I need to get down to that doorway pretty quickly. And to do that, I need to use these currents. So I'm going to go through this one. Do I want to go through all of them? Do I want to go from this one to this one to this one to this one? Am I going to need to do that? Let's just assume yes. Okay. So if it's facing down, it's coming towards me. So I want it to be facing up. Let's get into interacting with it. We want this to be facing up, and then we want the two fluids to come in at the same time. So fluid, fluid. Great. Let's go through it. Wee, wee. This one. Right, here we go. Okay, that is going to be fast, isn't it? That is what we're going to have to do. So this one we're going to reverse. And we're going to go arc. While I wait for it, wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. Go. Wee, wee. Okay, they're all set. Back we go. I think this is it. I think this is the way. Now we do have one more gate that we haven't switched, and it's that one there. But let's leave that for now. Let's ignore that. I don't know what that one does. All right, here we go. Come on, come on, free me. Let's go, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, I made it.
But now what? Ah, crap. This is where I'm going to die. Okay, it's alright, there's a cave. God, I hate this. I mean, the game's fun. I hate the idea of this, like swimming in underwater caves. Just horrifying, horrifying.
My illness has kept me from being happy. What I feel now is the complete opposite of being sick. I feel full of life and energy. Even better than before my illness.
Well, I'm glad you feel great. Because as I was just saying, this is my worst nightmare. People do this for fun. People swim in underwater caves for fun. And then they die. Just to be clear. And then they die. Okay, cool. We're in the magic. We can escape the water now. Where is this going to lead us? Honk. Cool. Okay, well this is probably where we expected. We're going to be able to press the other button on the other side of the... Where are the pillars? Where are we? Where is this? What's that? This wasn't what I expected. I thought we were going to be in the main room. What's that? I thought we were going to be in the main room and we were going to be able to press the other button, but I don't think that's where we are. I think the main room is in there. But let's have just a quick look. Yes, we are in the main... Yes, we are. Okay, we are in the main room. Okay, great. Good work. I don't know why I was so confused. Push the button. Aha!
Now the water level is really low, so I can access that tunnel.
Okay, we weren't going to swim through the tunnel. I thought we had to get the water up to swim through the tunnel, but we actually had to get it down to walk through the tunnel. But of course, and then this is going to take us down, not up. Everything we thought is backwards. Up is down. Down is up. People are fish.
Creatures lived like slaves. All their lives imprisoned and tortured in this place. Was it possible to live a decent life in here? If you've lived all your life in a prison, how would you know that you are a prisoner?
Capitalism. Roll credits. I was going to say, before my critique of the modern world, in one line, I don't know how I feel about the subplot of the enslaved people who became fish. I'm not sure I'm personally connecting with it in the way Norah is. Which is why maybe I'm being a bit whimsical about it and not being as grave. Because, I mean, obviously slavery is bad. I said that. God, I said that such... Slavery is bad. Slavery is one of the worst things we can do to people. I said it flippantly because obviously slavery is bad, was my point. Like, it's so obviously bad that, yeah, do I connect with these fictional people that are engraved on the walls? I don't know. Not really, because I think my main focus is Nora's connection to her husband and the people that are on the expedition with the husband who have been dragged into this forsaken mission and lost their lives and possibly gone mad and had to witness terrors. And I'm a bit connected to Norah and the giant beast that the giant monster we sometimes see on the horizon or nearby. So maybe the underplot of the people, the enslaved people and the enslavers and the turning into fish is what's going to like bring us around in a Guillermo del Toro style. Actually, the monsters that we've been fearing in our dreams are actually the ones we should care about the most, perhaps, and we are going to become of them. Are we going to become of them with Harry? I don't know. Wait, what tunnel is this? Wait, you mean the tunnel that I tried to get into is the tunnel I'm now getting out of? I can't push this anymore. Oh, and now I can access this tunnel, which I didn't need to change the current of at all. Which I didn't even try to change the current of. Which I probably couldn't have changed the current of because it's broken. I didn't even interact with this part of it at all because I could see it wasn't on the path, and then I kind of just forgot about it. Anyway, I don't know. How do you feel about the fish, the people?
Now I can enter this tunnel.
I'm in the tunnel, mate. The fish people storyline, not the fish people storyline, the enslaved people storyline. Like, there are games where there are. I'm going to try not to give too much away. There are games where there are other older civilizations that you never meet, but you gain information about, and you learn of their story and what they went through and their successes and their, you know, they're sort of like games where you dig up histories along the way, and you do feel a connection with them, and sometimes quite strongly and profoundly. I'm sure some of you know some of those games. One of the best games of all time that has sort of some space travel in it features that heavily. I just think, I don't know, maybe we weren't really, maybe it was all sort of coming quite quickly at the end. I don't know. I'm not sure. And maybe because the game wasn't about that early on, so I didn't really think too much about, should I be caring about this? I was kind of thinking about the people in the murals more as puzzle mechanisms. They were just hints as to what buttons to press, how to read the different bits of languages, and now suddenly in chapter 5 we're all like, oh, should I be caring about them? Maybe the lesson here is I've been treating people, I have been dehumanizing these people because I'm just using them as a way to solve my puzzles, and now I'm realizing, there's so much more to them than that. I don't know, but you know, I feel a little bit of a disconnect with them. Not necessarily a criticism. Maybe the game doesn't want me to connect with them. Maybe I'm gold now. I've changed color again. Maybe I'm only saying that because I'm starting to get the feeling the game wants me to connect with these people. Maybe the game isn't that bothered about it. Maybe it is just a bit of extra lore. Okay, we've got another gate. with current. So let's deal with that. I don't know. I feel if you haven't played this game and you're only watching me play the game, I feel like maybe you won't be connecting with this either because of the way I've been presenting them in maybe not as gravely a way as could be. If you'd watch someone else play them, who did get really into the story of the people in the murals, maybe you would feel something. I don't know how you'd feel if you played it yourself.
Strong. I wonder where it will take me.
Oh, I think I'm on rails now. Still on rails. Where the hell is Harry in all this? Because Harry did not do all this. Because Harry cannot swim underwater for more than... Uh-oh. I'm still on rails, by the way. I can only look around. I cannot... And I can only barely look around. Okay.
That was quite a ride, but it's over now.
But it's over now. Alright, back to my human self. Okay. Okay, what are we looking at? This is shiny.
That ladder. Someone set up camp in here.
How, Harry? How has Harry been doing this? Is Harry a fish man? Has Harry been a fish man all along? Well, there's a lot of murals to look at. Right. Let's speculate before we see what she has to say. We've got the guards. We've got the slaves. We've got the chief. And the chief is I think, sailing the slaves to a rock of stars.
Looks like a means of transportation to get to that sanctuary.
Like I said. Okay, I actually want to go up and look at this mural before we go and see what the hell Harry's been up to. Harry has to be a fish man, right? After all this. But he seems so upset about me being fish woman. Grammar. Okay. So we've sailed to a magical land of stones and pillars. Right, let's follow this along. Magical land of stones and pillars. Enslaved people. Entombed. This is either spiked or imprisoned. I can't really tell what these bars are for. These enslaved people have got crowns on. So was it like offering the common folk was not enough? So now I'm going to offer the higher up folk. We've enslaved the fish people in a water prison. Aquarium, perhaps? What the hell are these guys? Slaves. Have they broke free of their chains and they've become shiny and even better than before?
Seems to show two possible courses of action. One means transformation, and the other means death?
This doesn't look like death. I don't think she can comment on the top row. Okay. That looks interesting. Okay, I'm going to see if Harry's left a note, and then I'm going to go over there. I'm not going up the ladder. Harry has not left a note. Over here we go then. Right. Puzzle time. This looks like a more convoluted, like current ring puzzle. I think the water's going to rise or go down. I'm not sure. And do I want to activate? I'm worried this is going to activate and it's going to cause me to transform into a mermaid because the water will go up. And that'll be like a point of no return. So I'm going to go look at the ladder first. And actually, I mean, we have no idea how to solve this thing. So perhaps there'll be clues up here. Hopefully the game won't kind of lock us into a way of no return where I can't explore both paths. So let's... this seems like the route of information now that I've seen both ways. This looks like outside. Okay.
What is this? This... Oh my god. Did I almost forget about Harry?
Well, now I don't know which way to go. Boat, transportation. This is Cass's handwriting. This is a... Look at this boat. Now, when she was talking about primitive bowls, I thought... They're just bowls, mate. This looks like a primitive boat. It looks like they've just shonked a bunch of random crap together they found until it floated and hopped in. Right, what we got? Yeah, that's right.
Somebody painted these symbols on the wall.
Swirl, dot, 5 lightning bolts. Fish, dot, eye lightning bolt. Swirl, dot, fish lightning bolt. You got that? Good. Oh, I forgot about writing everything down. Okay. This device opens a door. Water drainage. Only for a while. If I can aim all the currents in the right direction, I can get there in time. Okay, well, that way we would have figured that out if we'd... We didn't need it. We didn't need it. Harry scribbled these on the wall. Right, how much have you written down here? Let me begin. The people who lived in this sunken town were able to adjust the water level at will. Were they people like me? Is that why I feel so at home here? Is that the reason this is so familiar to me? Right, Black Ooze paragraph we did. There were 2 statues made of stone and mud at the bottom. It seemed that people were leaving offerings in... It seems people leaving offerings in them. Was this how people living here looked like? I didn't see the offerings. Well, actually, no. No, yeah, the offerings near them, not in them. I found the exit from the town and dived into a long underground current. It was incredible. I'd never felt so free and full of life until now. And there's all the fish she saw. It led me to another large hall with an opening to the exterior. There was another Harry's camp. The shocking thing was I'd almost forgotten him. How could I forget my husband? I'm so sorry, dear old pal. Okay. See, now I'm worried if I walk out, this thing will be gone down here, whatever that is. But surely not. Right, what have we got? What have you written down?
A sanctuary. Harry, was that where you went?
The masters brought their slaves to the sanctuary by a boat in order to perform the final stage of the ritual.
Oh dear, poor people. Is this why I'm changing too?
It seems the sanctuary was where the final stage of the ritual took place. Yes. It's interesting, this game. It's not sparing with its information. It'll tell you the information, then it'll tell you the information again just in case you didn't get it.
You followed the river from the temple summit, and it took you some days to find this entrance.
So what did I click on? That.
You followed the river from the temple summit.
Ruins. Useless. White sand beach. Tihara building raft. It is with an A. It is H-A. I wrote it with H-O because when he said it aloud in his letter, he wrote it with an O. Where is the sanctuary? Give me this log. Harry and the remaining members of the expedition followed the river down from the mountain peak, and after wandering some days, they finally found this entrance. So maybe I can't leave. Give me your letter. Oh, I can't read it. I swear this is with an O when he read it aloud. Okay, let's look at some more notes.
Harry, that look on your face. You look deranged.
That's the face of a man who's eaten beans for 60 straight
They
days.
seem to loathe each other.
I can't stand your lunatic face. I can't stand the noise you make when you eat. I can't stand you. Is that Harry's writing or is that Cassie's writing?
She doesn't seem to care much about Harry.
Let me just... I think... I'm just trying to work out what the handwriting on the left... Yeah, they're both Cass. Right. What did you say?
She doesn't seem to care much about Harry. And she doesn't seem to be thinking straight either.
Okay. Harry's mental decline is more evident each day. But today he said he found out something... some place to carry out some ritual. I have to get to the bottom of this. I have to keep doing what I've been doing up to now. Listen to what he has to say and go along with him. I can't stand him, but I have to tread lightly because it's only him and me now. And the Black Ecor. It's only you and him. So what happened to Horror? Where did he go? Is he like, I'm not doing this anymore. You guys are up to some bad shit.
The
Right.
sun is setting. It is so beautiful.
It is beautiful. It is beautiful. I'm not sure what... Well, there's no clues out here. Okay, so he came down the mountain. He climbed down... They descended this rope ladder. And then they came in here. And they went and they solved the puzzle that I'm about to solve now. So they didn't go through the river. Which explains that. They went around a different way. Because they're not cool fish people like me. Okay, down we go. It's interesting that you can't look down when you're descending a ladder, which is obviously what you try and do in real life. Okay, now let's cross the river. Or the whatever this is, the pool. Very shiny. Right, swirly, lightning, fish, and eye. Okay, so swirly, dot, 5 lightnings. So, what do we think is on... What do we think the dot separates? Right, I'm going to click the button.
This panel looks different from the others. It's much more elaborate.
Okay, what have you written down? Timing, question mark? Yeah, it does look a bit like the current rings, doesn't it? Okay, so what happens if I press this? Nothing. What happens if I press this? That's quite slow. Okay, so do we think the swirl takes the same length as 5 lightnings? So, if I was to do a swirl, yes, because the lightning just goes straight in. The swirl is probably the longest one. Okay, this is fine. This is just algebra. It's just algebra and we can do algebra. Okay. Where's my tablet? These don't switch over just because I knocked my keyboard. Right. 1 second. This is what you're here for, isn't it? Okay. Okay, so these are equals, right? And I think these are going to be plus. So, if a swirl is 5 lightning bolts, and a swirl is a fish and a lightning bolt, then a fish that's my fish, is 4 lightning bolts. I'm going to do it like that so it matches the pattern, okay? Because a swirl is 5 lightning bolts, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lightning bolts. So a fish is worth 4 lightning bolts. Now, if a fish is worth 4 lightning bolts, I'm just going to 4 lightning bolts. Oh, no, it's not the same. So a fish is worth 4 lightning bolts. So an eye is worth 3 lightning bolts because it's 1 lightning bolt, 2, 3, 4 lightning bolts. Right? So this is how we're going to measure it out. So let me write this down on a piece of paper because, well, I can keep it on the screen. I can keep this on the screen. So I'm going to write up here. So what's the order? So lightning bolt is your base unit. So we've got lightning bolt. We're going to have, that's a comma by the way. I equals 3 lightning bolts, comma. Fish equals 4 lightning bolts, comma. Swirly equals 5 lightning bolts. And then I'm going to, whoops, I dropped my pen. We'll get rid of all this. Oh, shit. I'll tell you what I've done. I've put it under my head. I need to be a mouse. Let's move my head down slightly. So you can see what I've written right here. Okay. Are we happy with that? Are we following the logic? Good. I mean, it's not the most complicated simultaneous equations you'll ever come across because this is not a game about doing maths equations. It's just a game of doing a little bit of... Right, how are we going to implement this? So obviously lightning bolt's going to come last. How quickly does a lightning bolt go? 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Staying alive. Okay. 1 staying alive. So we're going to do staying alive 5 times. We're going to do this one. 1 beat late. 1 staying alive later. We're going to do fish. 1 staying alive later. We're going to do eyeball. 2 staying alive later. We're going to do lightning bolt. You ready? Okay. What are we starting with? Swirly. Staying alive. Staying alive. No, wait. No, I'm doing it wrong because I have to go back to staying alive. Stop. Stop yourselves. Oh, I can start again. Staying alive. Staying alive. Staying alive. Staying alive.
This must be my transportation
Yes!
to the sanctuary.
We're staying alive to ourselves. Not just for CPR. I can't believe that worked. I can't believe my arbitrary... Oh, it's the terrible boat. I mean, this boat is actually better. No, it's not better in real life. Look at it. They've just shoved a bunch of semicircles together. Let's go. I'm sorry. The staying alive method was pretty cool. Don't mind me. Just get rid of that now. Thank you, mathematics. You've saved us again. Head back there. Pleasant again. I think I'm getting worried she's going to become a fish and then forget Harry. I'm worried that's where it's going. I think it's going to be a dark, Harry-less ending. And I like Harry. He seems pretty cool and she seems to really like him. we've completed chapter 5. So I guess there's one chapter left. I don't know if I will finish it tonight. Chapter 6. Thalgofen. Hey, it's that guy. It's that dickhead.
Nothing bad is going to happen to me here, as menacing as this place might look. The island, the ooze, those sea creatures. They're just defending themselves, like a wild animal against an unknown threat. That's how they perceived the expedition, like a threat. But I, on the other hand, I wasn't a threat. And I definitely wasn't unknown, was I?
Oh. Hello.
They seemed to recognize me, as if I was one of their own.
I want to be your friend. But I also want Harry.
Everything seems so distant now. As if I first stepped on that white beach thousands of years ago. A full moon? It can't be. Yesterday was a new moon.
That is true.
Did I lose track of time, or... Maybe this place isn't subject to the laws of physics. That's the only explanation I can find for this surreal night.
I mean, the moon is not this place. The moon is very far away.
It's hard to believe everything is real. Maybe it isn't. Maybe I'll open my eyes sometime and I'll be back in our home in Inglewood and everything will be as before.
I don't think so. That moon is actually not very far away. It's very close.
Ordinary life with Harry. My daily routines. My illness. That will be as before too. And then I'll need to shake off this strange feeling that I have now. The feeling that I don't really belong there anymore. And with there, I don't mean Englewood or Boston or Newburyport.
You mean among people?
I mean...
Don't you? Don't you?
How is it possible that the strange events of only 2 days on this island makes more sense to me than the life that I've been living for years?
What's happening?
There it is. The sanctuary.
Yeah, but what does it mean for us all? The thing is...
So is this where you went, Harry? Was this your last stop?
You know, not everybody needs a life partner. Obviously. But these two seem like proper, like, best pals, you know? Like I said in previous episodes, like I really like they seem to be really close friends, into the same stuff, like really got each other. Felt complete together. And Harry's gone off and he's done crazy things to try and save her. Made sacrifices, but like lost people, put himself through agony. She's put herself through agony to try and find him. Like, it seems it would be sad if they didn't get to resolve that as they wish. Another massive camp, isn't there? I mean, how many people were here? I thought we were just down to 2 people by now. All right, let's look at the tents. I'm thirsty. One sec. Okay.
Another camp. Although it's little more than a few things scattered about.
Right, another letter from Harry. Tell it to me, mate.
My dear old pal. I never should have trusted Cass. I thought she cared about you, but she's just mad, obsessed with this place. I can't trust her to help me overcome the last obstacle. This door. I know how to open it. But what I have to do is mix my blood with the black ooze. Am I mad for even considering that? It's the only way we can be together. It has to work, right?
Oh my god.
All this can't be a coincidence. The ritual is made for the two of us, isn't it, Norah? I wish you could be here to... Damn it. I have to think it over. I can't. Tomorrow. Leave it for tomorrow, damn it. Stop writing.
What are you saying, Harry? Don't you see what the black ooze does, what it did to the doctor? Are you out of your mind?
He's not out of his mind. He wants to be with you. He wants to start a new life with you under the sea. So, we've seen Harry's expedition drop in numbers as time's going on. Roy blew himself up. DeWitt got infected and went mad and presumably dead. I don't think they killed him, but he definitely got tied up and then sort of disappeared. Frank got infected and died from DeWitt. Cassandra seems to have turned on Harry. I'll be interested to know what the truth is behind that, because well, I guess she was writing like she hates him, she hates all his little quirks, but I can imagine like that could just be a normal person talking once you've been on an island with a guy for months and watched all of your crew die. What happened to Tihara? Did I miss something? Did he get crushed by the rocks? I thought he didn't get crushed by the rocks because of his his little his carvings and stuff. They protected his tent. I don't know, maybe I missed something.
A library? What are you talking about, Harry?
I had a strange dream today. I was inside a vast library and gazed at vistas of another world.
Heavens, this dagger looks exactly like the one I have.
Dried blood and ooze, an altar. Isn't that the dagger Hank was attacked with? Do we have this dagger? I don't remember that. This letter is lower resolution than most of the stuff we picked up. What is this?
Harry, what is this? It looks like the ramblings of a madman.
Norah, must do it together. Change me? Is this just the back? We're just looking at things on the back. Okay, that's fine. Let me take a picture of this in case it looks cool. Okay. All right, Harry. What have you been up to? Anything up here? Okay, so there is something going on down there. We can't actually cross that yet, so maybe that's yet to come. Yeah, there's murals and stuff, so I imagine we're going to find a way across there. Lots of runic symbol type stuff. Some kind of spooky happenings over there. Something going on up there. That seems to be the ultimate door, doesn't it? That we're going to have to go into. But let's check out the other tents and stuff. Anything around here? Okay, here is a mural. But what is it about this time? So we got the chief. We got the guys that work for the chief. We got the slaves, and we've got the stars above.
This mural seems to describe a ritual involving blood.
Oh, there's the dagger.
A dagger.
What did you say about
This
the dagger?
mural seems to describe a ritual involving blood.
That's what you said.
That dagger.
I thought I cut you off, but I didn't. You cut yourself off. I'm glad she can understand the murals a little bit better than I am. I've tried my best to decipher them before she does, but I guess she's just better at it. Okay, so there's some kind of wheel that Harry's sticking his hand in. Looks like one of those pain slots that Paul Atreides sticks his hand in.
I have to put my hand inside?
He is yelling. Is not working. Interesting. So Cass is writing down. So Cass took a picture of him sticking his hand in and noted that Harry yelled, "It's not working." And all she said was interesting. Well, Cass is still here, despite the fact that Harry's like, she's gone mad, she hates me, she's going to kill me. Let's look at this first.
A camera. It must be Cassandra's.
Yep. Oh yeah, like no viewfinder. You just have to kind of hold it and hope for the best. How is she developing these? Is a Pikmin photographic an instant camera? So you develop inside of the thing? Does it pop out? And we've got...
Harry asleep in his tent. What a creepy photograph. Oh my, she sounds completely out of her mind.
I've seen the future. Eternity awaits us. Sorry, eternity awaits me. Death awaits Harry. Okay, yeah, she has gone a bit mad. Now, once again, I'm saying I'm about to do something that I would never do in the game. I wouldn't swim in underwater caves, and I definitely would not stick my hand in a ritual hole that I know nothing about. However,
let's give it a try. Ouch! Oh! Ah! What was that?
well, that's what happens
Looks
when you...
like a tattoo, but it isn't. Those are my spots. They've moved.
Right, she's written a bunch of stuff. Okay, this is the... No. So, the spots on my hand have been rearranged to form sort of symbols. Cool. Now, what has she written in the log? The stone boat carried me through subterranean river that flows into the sea. The night was strangely clear and a full moon was shining weirdly in a starry sky. Again, this island doesn't seem to obey the laws of physics. I got off at a dock at some sort of large beach where the sanctuary is. I found another of Cavi's campsites, if you could call it a campsite. There's one tent on each side of the beach. I found a circular stone with a fish head with its mouth open. When I put my hand inside it, after a moment of intense pain, the stains on my hand rearranged themselves to form a peculiar pattern. Cass seems to be losing her mind. I'd rather not think about how the two of them got along here. Or didn't get along. The device to access the inner sanctuary is only activated with blood. Blood like mine. Harry, please tell me you didn't do what I think you did. Oh, he did. But it is, like I said, giving me hope that ultimately we're going to be able to live together under the sea. Having said that, only me and my mother appear to be the ones who have... I didn't see this before. I will get back to that. Only me and my mother have seemed to have had this kind of disease and it affect them slowly. Whereas everyone else seems to just like lose their mind or die or both pretty quickly. Why can't I get around there? Maybe I'll get around from the other side. The only reason I came over here is because I was worried that if I opened the sanctuary, I would have to go through the sanctuary and I wouldn't get access to over here. And maybe there was some kind of puzzle I had to solve over here first. But I'm wondering if once I'm in the sanctuary, if I turn left, I'll get access to that mural from the other side rather than trying to bridge my way over. So these are the things.
Black ooze on a Petri dish.
I know.
My God. This syringe has traces of black ooze. What the hell were you thinking?
Look, we've all done crazy shit on this island, okay? What the hell were you thinking, she says, before stabbing herself with a knife on an altar.
Oh, I really hope this works.
Let's go. Let's go.
If he's behind that door, I wonder which Harry I'll find. How much would be left of the man I love? And how much of the man who has lost his sanity in this place?
All good questions. Oh, there's a symbol. Now, I can't actually look at my hand, but I can look at the drawing of my hand. There's a bunch of symbols here. Now, one of these doors will probably lead to the little mural I saw. Okay, right. Wait, let's drink it all in. I'm going to drink it all in first, and then I'm going to read the writing, just so maybe the writing will make sense. Okay, so there's a pentagonal thing in the middle, but weirdly with only 4 steps, not 5. Fish person covered in ooze. People screaming at the sky. Sure, the usual stuff. Mural. Symbol. Button. Button. Round thing. Any button on here? No. But I imagine this will start turning at some point. Alright, if I approach a symbol, is it going to allow me to do anything? No, those are just for show right now. Stars above. Oh, actual stars above. And not stars in the sky, stars nearby.
The stars are aligned, forming a constellation that I don't recognize. That is not the same sky you can see from Earth.
I mean, those
But
stars...
if that's not the Earth's sky, where am I now?
I mean, these stars are not in the sky. They're in the sky, but they're in the near sky. They're like 80 meters above the temple. They're not in space. Oh, hello.
An eye and a star. Look at the stars, maybe.
I mean, maybe. Okay, so this is what is meant to prompt us to look up. Sure. Another wheel thing, more symbols. Right, let's read the mad ramblings of these two.
Those stone statues seem to rotate with this switch.
Okay, some sort of creature, a pet, so little dragon fella, 90-degree rotation, so I'm not sure which part of them is rotating. Maybe the face. Howl. Okay. Bridges.
I wonder what this means.
Dragons, gargoyles, animals. Okay, sure.
All these papers are riddled with incoherent doodles.
I think he noted down the stars above and tried to join them up. I think. Okay, did you write anything on the left-hand side? Right, let's press a button. All right. I don't know what I expected to happen, but it wasn't that. So these have symbols on.
Circular stones with strange carved symbols.
Okay, so I can only press the lit up one.
These icons on the wheel are the same as the constellations I have on my hand.
Okay, let's have a look at the hand. In fact, let's see what you've written down. Just the device to access the inner sanctuary is only activated with blood. Blood like mine. I know we did that one. Harry, please tell me you didn't inject yourself with the black ooze. Please tell me you didn't do something stupid. Oh, he did, all right. The altar left no room for doubt. I had to use that strange dagger I've been carrying with me ever since I received it in the package. After my blood touched the altar, the main door of the temple opened. And this is the symbol on the hand. She's written to form some sort of symbols, plural. There's one symbol on her hand. Like, what information are you giving me here? It is the same symbol as the hand, though, right? Isn't it? It's like a Y with an extra long bit. Okay. Are there symbols on here? Yeah, here we are with the same. So if I do this, so this is a Y with an extra bit from this perspective. That is the Y with an extra bit from that perspective. I guess we make some more circles over here. Why can't we press the other buttons, though? Yeah, and I guess the last one is going to complete, like, the pattern. It's going to make a 5-pointed star thing. Oh, not quite, actually. We're missing this bit. What does this do for us? Can we go down?
It's a pentagon-shaped symbol with channels in its edges. What was it used for?
So do we have to fill it completely? Like get every line down? Okay. 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 Whoops. Right, we're going to need more information. I think I'm lost. Where are we? Okay. I remember where we are now. Let's go and read the mural. I don't think the mural is going to help us. But let's read it anyway. Okay. Can we understand the mural before she does? This time. So, guards, slaves, slaves in the goo. So the priests were doing experiments on the
They
slaves.
carried these people here to test them. Like a challenge of some sort.
Close enough. Challenge, tests, experiments. I'm on the right track. Right. Right. Where are we going to get the information? It's just water down there. Oops. How do I get off this? Stairs. Right. And this is not doing much for us. Oh, I can look at this one.
Where is this door leading me?
Okay. Can I now interact with this symbol? And if I interact with these symbols, do I get access to the symbols on the wheels?
A shining constellation. I better draw it.
Okay. Oh, oh, oh. Great. Maybe I could interact with those symbols and I just didn't know it. Now, let's have a look at these. Yeah, I don't seem to be able to... Okay. How do I get access to these extra buttons? Alright. Let's note down all of these symbols and see if we can make something of it.
I wonder what this means.
We're all wondering what this means. But we'll never know till we write them all down. This one's a complicated one. How do I get the little eye? Oh yeah, it's really hard to see because the eye appears in the circle.
Constellations and stars. These people seem to worship otherworldly gods.
Okay. Well, I can see how this works. Like, I can see this symbol here. Like, this dot is this dot, and you can follow it round. So that's another big dot. That's another big dot. And then this one is here. So you can see where they all fit. This dot here is this dot here. So you can see how that would slide into there. This dot here is this dot here. And this dot here is this dot here. That dot is that dot there. So we can't fill out... All right, one thought process at a time. If we overlap all of those symbols together, it's not going to fill out the entire map, but it is going to fill out quite a lot of it. My question was going to be, can we meddle with the floor platen in a way to give us exactly the symbol we need if all these were filled in? Now, we can't do it with the symbols we've got. We've only got those funky Ys. But could we do it with if we had these? Probably. I don't know. Can we do the outside? Like, what would this do for us? If we could press it, what would that do? I think it would do this. I think the Z one would be there, 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 and there. I think this one would be would be here. That's where it would go. And this one would be, I think it would go around like, no, it would go here, 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 up here, and then there. And then this last one here would be, I think, that one and that one and that one. So I think between those, we could make those constellations somehow. Yeah, that is that. That is the same symbol. Kind of. It's got a bit... The thing here has got extra stuff on it. I think that is these 4 things only. Yeah. Yeah, it is. Yeah. So ignoring that, if you overlapped these 4 constellations, it would make that symbol that I'm looking at in the sky. And if you can't see it, I think you might have to trust me. But for example, this one here, I can't really do it. It's, how do I do this? I can't really. Is like, I can't really, because when I look, it kind of turns around and it throws me off. Oh, is it though? Oh, it's throwing me now. Is it what I thought it was? I'm less certain now, actually. I'm less certain. I think it's its own thing. Right. End of an episode. A mystery abounds. And this might be my last recording of this session. I think we might have 1 episode left to record. So maybe I'll do it. It's getting quite late, but maybe I'll do it. Anyway, this is the end of this one. We know we've got a constellation-based puzzle ahead between episodes. Maybe you can figure it out yourself. With the full knowledge that I will have solved it in the next episode, so you can't spoiler me, but you might spoiler others. I don't know. Have a think about it. There you go. Have a look at this. Have a look at the symbols. If you could solve it, good luck. If you're going to wait for me to solve it, I'll be back in the next episode. Thank you very much for watching. I think we're going to be bringing this to a close in the next episode, one way or another. We're going to start a new life under the sea. That's my guess. And I suggest you start a new life under the sea too. Goodbye.